Hey guys, and welcome back to Pamelakan Island, just off the southern tip of Bohol Island, Philippines. So we've been staying here for the last few days and we've been invited by a local family to come and stay with them. So we're super excited. Yesterday we were swimming with a whole bunch of local kids and we did a dolphin watching tour with a couple of people, and they've invited us to stay at their house. We're really looking forward to it. It should be fun. We had already got to know Australia and Ben and her family the day before, so we settled in very fast. Australia cooked us the most delicious lunch, which was like some beef soup and ribs with rice. Hello. Hello. After lunch we showed the kids some of our videos from different parts of the world, so mostly Antarctica and New Zealand, and it was really cool to show them a little bit about part of the world that they didn't know a lot about. They did know where Antarctica was, they knew what New Zealand is, but it was really awesome just to show them a little bit more about those countries and continents. Annalyn took quite a liking to my camera, so I showed her how to use the photo and the video functions. So quite a lot of the videos in this movie are actually taken by her.
You go to rooster fight today?
So we're going to go swimming with the kids again. We went swimming with them yesterday and they absolutely loved it. You're pretty good with the camera, aren't you?
Swim?
Swim.
1, 2, 3.
Slipper?
No.
2. In the Philippines, rooster fighting is just about national sport, and today is Sunday, so they're having the rooster fights on the island. Hopefully we're going to be able to have a look at it and see. We're just trying to find the place to go. Must be down this path over here. We arrived quite early. It's been about half an hour and there's been quite a lot of people arrive and set up little tables, and they'll be selling whiskey and coke, or rum and coke, or San Miguel beer, or barbecue, or balut. I'm assuming there must be a lot more roosters arriving shortly. One of the girls that we've been hanging out with, she said that her chicken won 5 times, but unfortunately on the 6th attempt it died. Sometimes they can win apparently up to 13,000 peso, which is quite a lot of money. And this one is in the fight today.
Yeah, maybe if you have same size.
Setura, vamos lá.
What's back down?
The monkey.
I gave the girls 10 pesos so they can sing a song each on karaoke, which everyone seems to love here.
Karaoke is a huge part of the Philippines culture, and even in the poorest of villages you'll still find the loudest karaoke machines. They even managed to talk Sarah and I into singing at one point. I'm just going to show you the highlights of the night, which is definitely not Sarah and I. The girls, however, were really, really good at singing.
Everyone wave.
Okay, like that. Last night it rained so much, it bucketed down, which is quite exciting for them because it's the first time it's rained for 7 months. And it was probably the biggest rainstorm I've ever seen. The family's going to drop us over onto the mainland to Baclayan in their little fishing boat, and it seems to be a family outing because all the kids are coming and plus a couple of their friends as well. What's that? We're off Pamalacan Island now. We're actually in Camiguin, which is the next island along. And looking back, it was an amazing experience to go and stay with Australia and her family. It was really cool because they live a very simple existence, and in some ways it reminded me a lot of my life back home in New Zealand at Gorge River. They cook on a little fire. They have a little bit of electricity, but they don't rely on it in the way that a lot of people do. And their food comes from where they are. They go fishing as much as possible. The difference, I guess, is that they live on a kind of a desert island, so a lot of their water has to come from the main island by boat. And we at home have kind of a cold country's version of that sort of house, and then they have a hot country's version where they just kind of live outside a lot of the time. New Zealand is too cold, so we live inside. This was definitely our best experience so far in our time in Philippines, and thank you so much to Australia and her family for looking after us, and to Anna Lynn as well for showing us around a lot and taking us up to the rooster fighting, which was quite brutal, but it was an interesting part of the Philippines culture to see and understand. Just before we left, we gave Australia one of our old smartphones, and she was over the moon. We weren't sure whether to give it to her or not, but we decided to in the end, and she was really, really happy because it means that now when she comes to Bohol, the mainland, every few weeks she can Facebook her daughter in Manila. So she was so stoked. On the island there's not really much cell phone service. She might be able to get a little bit just on the north end of the island, but at least when she comes back to the mainland she can talk to her daughter on Facebook. So she was super stoked about that. And it was a good home for a smartphone that we weren't using anymore but still worked. So I'm going to end this video here. I hope you really enjoyed it just as much as we did, and we